What would the world look like if every day we asked ourselves, how can I make a difference today? You see, I think this could change the world. If each and every one of us adopted the mindset of a servant leader and decided to create a culture of service, can you imagine the impact we could create? The first time I ever thought about myself creating an impact was when I was in my first year of high school. For the first time in my life, I went volunteering, but I didn't do it with the correct intentions. You see, in my first year of high school, I really wanted to get into this honor society, and one of the pillars they had was service. So I decided it would look good if I had spent some hours serving my community. So I went online and tried to find an opportunity that would take a 14-year-old as a volunteer. I ended up doing some sort of hygiene workshop for children, which I honestly don't think it was very impactful and therefore I don't remember much of, but this was my first experience. And you see, did I do a good action? Yeah. Did it produce a good result? Yeah. But I didn't do it with the correct intention. Therefore, I wasn't using the mindset of a servant leader. You see, this all changed when I had the opportunity to truly understand the why I was doing what I was doing and who I was truly serving. I am originally from Guatemala, and I lived a very privileged life. I went to one of the top private schools in my country. I had 3 warm meals a day on my table. I had a warm bed to sleep in, access to clean water whenever I wanted, and medicine when I was sick. Traveling around my country opened my eyes. When I had the opportunity to know the situations thousands of people live in, I truly understand why I needed to serve. There's children who don't even go beyond the 6th grade. Babies who live with chronic malnutrition. Pregnant women who can't get access to the healthcare they deserve because an ambulance can't get to their village because of a lack of roads. Seeing all this and knowing the life that I lived, the privilege that I had, put me in the position where why wouldn't I help? Why wouldn't I serve these people? So I ended up getting into the Honor Society. And knowing what I had learned from my own experience, truly getting to know why it mattered to serve, I decided to share this with others. To my surprise, this Honor Society holds service as one of its pillars, but they didn't even organize service opportunity for their members, let alone for the overall student community. But I decided to change that. I started organizing monthly service opportunities for students across my school and part of the Honor Society. Once a month, we would go to a local nonprofit and we would learn about who we were serving. Because I think this is where it comes in key. We need to know who we are serving to know why it matters. Organizing these activities truly filled my heart because I believe we all have the opportunity to serve others. Seeing such an amount of young people served, it inspired me, and it made me realize that it doesn't matter if you're 14, if you're 25, or if you're 70, you can use your gifts and your talents for the good of our world. You can use it to transform our communities and to truly change the world. Because of this, when I graduated high school, I decided to found Service Central. Service Central continues the work that I started in high school. We organize monthly service opportunities, and we also organize yearly service camps that are a week long, where every day we visit a different nonprofit organization. We have built school partnerships and work with over 5 schools and universities in my country. I believe Service Central has become a platform for everyone to serve, and there's 2 goals behind this. First of all, I believe service should be accessible. I believe it should be open to anyone that is willing to serve. And second, I believe that it has to be appealing. When you're working with a group of high schoolers, it's very hard to get a group of high schoolers to wake up at 6 a.m. and decide to go spend 10 hours working with children. But I believe that by offering a wide array of volunteer opportunities, whether you like to work with children, with the elderly, with animals, or perhaps even the environment, there's something for each of us. There's something to use our skills and our talents to make our world a better place. And you see, through each of these activities, I realized what a true leader is. A true leader, which I believe is a servant leader, is someone who aims to better those around them by what they do and drives others to do the same alongside them. I don't think a leader is measured by fame or by riches or by popularity, but instead by the change they create. And you know the thing I believe about service is once you experience it and you see the change it can create, a seed of service is planted into your heart. And when that seed is cultivated through volunteering, through being kind, to taking everyday actions that improve others' lives, that is when you realize what a true leader is and what an impact you can make. And the thing about service is I believe the love for it is contagious. This is an image of our first activity. The group continued to grow and grow and grow and grow even more and more to what it has become today. And with this, I have seen that truly teaching people at every stage of their life, whether they're young, whether they already have a career, what the importance of service and the impact it can create, we can create an even larger impact. Because volunteering by myself, being kind by myself, is not going to create the same impact as 500 people can make, as thousands of people can make. So what would it even look like if every one of us decided to adopt this mindset? How could we serve a community, transform our communities, transform our country, transform the world? I believe that this is how we build a culture of service. Let us make kindness the norm. Because I believe beneath the root of all of this, you have to be kind. And it doesn't start with volunteering. It starts with your everyday actions. It starts by holding the door for the person in the cafe. It starts by picking up the piece of trash in front of you, even if it's not yours. It starts by including that person who is new. By being kind, we can truly know what it is to serve others. And I believe that by being kind and having this as the norm, and making serving others the way we do things around here, we can build a culture of service. So I invite you today, think of the difference you can make in the world. Use your talents, use your passions, but do it to benefit others. Do it to make our world a better place. Thank you.